My name is Peace, and I'm the best. All the DJs will be my
Welcome to SWD, where we are uplifting, inspiring, and enhancing the knowledge of individuals with disabilities. I am your host, Tiffany, your heavy-duty cutie. And to my right here is my cousin.
Keep it moving, Kim. K-I-M, your local ex-lady pimp with a lamp.
Ex. Pimpin'.
Yes, I said ex. And to my side over there, that's my sister.
I am Crystal, the blind baddie.
Okay.
And over to my right, is it my right? Okay,
Yes.
yeah, over to my right is my cousin Tiff.
Yes.
What's going on?
I'm your
Tiff?
heavy duty cutie, and today we're gonna be just doing a let's talk, okay? Whatever we feel.
Let's talk about it.
Yes, but however, as you can see, we got on a little green. You got your green on?
Yes, I sure do.
Do you have on your green?
Shimmer me rock timbers.
Okay, I was about to pick somebody. Okay, it's March, you guys. So,
Yes.
happy St. Patrick's Day.
I don't know what noise you're supposed to make for St. Patrick's Day.
As you can see, we're acting a maggot.
Maggie,
Yes, that's an Irish slang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Okay, yes, we
Food.
may have a little hint of Irish in our, in our history.
With our last name.
Okay, last name Dennis, but anyway, we're not going to celebrate that. However, we didn't have a choice in the matter.
Well, yeah, I mean, but explain to some
down by the
people
man.
about Dennis and us. You know the history of it?
Dennis? No. No,
Yeah.
educate me. Do you?
Oh well, if you ask me, I'll make it up.
Oh, boy, well, let's get the real. Let's get the real.
So, people always told me the last name Dennis is a Irish name. But, as we can see, we're not Irish.
We're not Irish.
So, we know back in history, slavery, we took the last name of our slave owners.
Not by choice at all.
So it's a possibility that somebody took somebody who owned somebody that freed somebody that gave somebody away,
Yeah.
and then probably became my granddaddy, and then we became Dennis's.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but it is what it is. And here we are, SWD.
I actually thought about that. Like, we don't have a lot of history about our granddad. His last name is the Dennis. You know where it came from. All I know is they said that he was Creole. And the way how dark he used to be, I thought he was like Haitian.
With smooth skin.
Yeah, so maybe he's
So smooth.
Haitian Creole. But like I never really got a real in-depth history about his life.
I was
and our
told.
family.
You say Creole.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
told
Creole.
that we had some Louisiana Geechee. That's what they
Yeah,
call
well,
it,
that's what
Louisiana
Geechee
are.
Creole.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it's
heard
the same
that's what
thing.
We had a little bit of, our aunts and uncles were very dark complected with very smooth baby skin. I mean,
Right,
like
so-
they say, black don't crack.
Right.
But that's
Where
what
do I come
they say
from?
the hazel brown eyes come from too.
Oh
Kim.
yes, with the pretty
'Cause, I
eyes.
mean,
And
as
my
well.
other cousins.
If you look at people in Louisiana who has like their Creole descent,
Yes.
Haitian, Geechee Creole descent, most of them were chocolate because of the Haitian side.
Yes.
But then, they made it with the Indians, so then a lot of them are very fair complected and reddish, and some have a lot of very pretty different color eyes. Example,
Oh, different
Kim
colors.
over there.
Beautiful colors.
So
All the colors of the rainbow.
So,
Yes, we are beautiful.
I think it'll be interesting, what is it, like the 360 kit where
The
you
test,
like,
the kit.
yeah, where you
Oh,
kind
you
of
talking
find
about
out,
ancestral
yeah, where we can find
test.
out
Yes,
our
that would be
genetics.
good. Yeah.
Well, we had just had a sister who did a 360 test, and then it comes out that she is like more white than she is black, and we just do not understand because she is the hoodest person you know.
Oh wow.
But it's interesting.
Hey, but that don't mean nothing though. You know how they did us now.
Yeah, you never know who
Mhm.
ancestor sold us, bought us, and traded us.
Exactly. Who was in the kitchen cooking, and the slave owner had to come in there and
Yeah.
But his business.
Put a little extra butter on the biscuit.
Ew.
Okay. But not only, you guys, is it St. Patrick's Day month, rather. It's also 314 month for the STL.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay. Woo.
Where we, celebrate hood, street,
In the streets.
pretty much.
Well, no, not the hood people just celebrate no more. It's, everyone celebrates.
Everyone.
All
Oh,
of
yes.
us.
Yes.
But 314 day for
Yes.
other people is our area code, 314.
Yes.
So on March 14th,
Yes.
that's when we kick it. We celebrate us.
celebrate.
We celebrate, St. Louis City. 'Cause
That's right.
The different
We do-
businesses and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
At first, it was a little hood thing. We be up at O'Fallon Park,
At first.
Fairground Park, or
Yes.
Forest Park.
Yes. All
know.
the parks.
Okay,
At the parks.
kicking and chilling, and then people start turning up.
Yes.
Even like the local food industries, they celebrate it with us,
They
and
got
we have
in
like
on it, yep.
specials. The pizza place.
Oh, it's a big thing now.
Yeah, that's a big
huge.
thing. They celebrate St. Louis very, very well because we do have a bad reputation. I don't know what year it was, but we was like #1 for crime rate.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
still up there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you know,
we are.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but
Unfortunately.
I mean, I love my city. I'm not gonna act like, cause you know what, people be like, oh, I don't like my city, but then when they go out of town, they repping harder than you need to. You go, you see people with a Cardinals hat, and then they got on a hockey jersey,
Right.
and then they got on
got on the whole
the
video.
blue.
yeah, got on
Yeah.
a
Cardinals to
football.
Blues.
Yeah, like because we have a great sports team. We have the St. Louis Cardinals,
Yes.
baseball.
Go Cardinals.
We have the Blues hockey team, and now we have a hockey team. No, not hockey team. We have a soccer team.
Female, right?
No,
No, it's male.
Oh,
Well,
I thought
no,
we got a
it's
female.
no, it's just soccer.
Oh,
It's
oh,
male and female. So we have a
gotcha.
whole soccer stadium.
Okay.
Which is a
all
big
right,
thing.
STL.
Yeah. So
Well,
if you don't know about soccer, soccer is a very huge thing across the world. And they said basically when they have like soccer tournaments here, people will come from all over. So when we lost our football team, they was like, well, let's take that stadium and make it to a soccer stadium. So now I think they finna do their first season this year.
That's gonna be exciting for the city. That's
It
neat,
is.
different.
Yeah, it's a lot of good things to do in St. Louis.
Oh yeah. Other than just the usual hanging out, kicking it, and turning up.
what they would say, hood hop. Drive around.
Ain't
Just
nothing
to
wrong with a
see.
little hood hop.
Well,
Ain't nothing wrong with a hood
it's
hop.
something I did when I was younger, but not now.
Yeah, I can do it once every 2 years. I can do a little.
Once every
Every 2 years.
Once every 2
Get in and drive around a few corners and come on back home.
No, because we used to be out until like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, we
You
had
know,
fun.
when the east side.
The good old days.
Yeah, the east side
East Boogie.
was open because they stayed open till 6 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
And then we going to White Castles.
Oh,
watching
kicking
the-
in White Castles.
That was the only thing that was open that late.
Yeah,
Well,
watching
you know.
the sunrise.
Well,
And also Waffle House. So what else was open that late?
Uncle Bill's.
Uncle
Yeah, Uncle
Bill's.
Bill's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. London Sun.
take it
Yeah.
back.
See, that's
Take
another
it
thing.
memory lane.
Okay.
Go
St. Louis is good for food.
Mm-hmm.
We're known for our food, our Emo's Pizza.
Emos.
We are
Our
known.
Chinaman.
Our China.
Oh.
Well, see, let's disclaimer.
I'm very Chinaman, you know.
So let me do a disclaimer because people in St. Louis call it the Chinaman,
Right.
even though it sounds offensive.
Yes.
But we didn't know what a chop suey was.
Exactly.
So back in the days, people still wasn't cautious or racial friendly.
Politically
No.
correct.
Politically, yeah. So we call it the Chinaman, and we still do.
Yes.
But we do have the best Chinese food.
That's Shrimp
Yes.
St. Paul.
Yes.
Everywhere. People don't know what Shrimp St. Paul
I
is.
know.
St. Paul is not
Everywhere. Oh yeah, I know. A lot of people from other states they come here, and that's the first place they stop and get some of that we call it hood rice, dirty
Especially
rice.
family from Omaha.
They come down here and pack up on rice and
Yes. Take it back with
And,
them.
and some barbecue.
Yes.
'Cause
Right.
we got the ribs too.
And White Castles. They were free.
Yeah,
White
you can't
Castles.
get White Castles up north.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They had a, what was it called? Crystals?
They got
Crystals.
child. That
And it's
is,
not like ours, from what I heard.
That is not the I
Yeah.
used to live in Atlanta. It's not the same.
Mhm.
Their bread thicker than some of them girls with BBLs.
Oh,
That
no.
bread thick, baby.
Give me a good double cheeseburger with extra pickles.
I don't do pickles at all.
Oh, wow.
I like even with the bottom buns.
Bottom ones only? Oh, yeah, you in
You
there.
like this soggy stuff. I want little bread.
Good to me.
Uh-uh.
I used to sop it on up, with the liquor,
It does. It
But
does.
another thing going on here in the STL that's been on my mind, here lately. Unfortunately, we got a lot of fools out here on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just driving like they are the only ones on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And, that really needs to be addressed. Because we are losing lives unnecessarily,
Yes.
as it is on the regular.
Very
Yeah.
sad and tragic.
These vehicles are weapons, 5,000-pound weapons. And when you get behind that wheel, you got to remember that it's somebody else out here with their grandmother taking them to the store.
Yeah.
Somebody's kids, single parent with their kids
Yeah.
in the car.
Going to football games and stuff like that. Just trying to enjoy their life. And
Just
then
trying to live.
all of a sudden, somebody crashes.
They
into you and
just
take your life.
driving crazy.
But see, the thing is, lately, it's the teenage kids that's
Yes.
still in cars
Yes.
who has no real concept of how to drive. They think they playing a video game,
Mhm.
and it's not a video game.
Yes, it's been a lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to explain to my son that you might play these games,
Mhm.
but that's not how it really works.
Yeah. Yes.
You can't just push square and triangle.
Mm-mm.
When you get behind the car, it's very
Yeah.
dangerous. You have to be a very responsible person.
Yes, you heard about all the stealing the Kias and all that, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
with
the Kia
Kia
boys.
boys.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And they are 14, 15,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
16.
just
Where are
don't
their
understand
parents?
it.
I
I
mean, what is going on? This did not used to be like to this extent.
Well, because of the economy, these parents are working these 2-3 jobs sometimes. And sometimes you can't control everything your kid does. Like, I tell everybody all the time, I miss our Julius Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
He used to be on Channel 4 News.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I
at 10
remember him.
o'clock, he'd be like, it's 10 o'clock.
Right.
Do you know where
Yeah.
children are?
Yeah.
And my daddy used to crack me up. He
Yes.
be like, Kim, Chrissy,
Right.
I know where my kids at.
Yeah.
Like every night on
It'll
time.
make you think though.
Uh-huh.
It'll make you think like, where are they?
Yeah, but
You know.
some of these kids being taken care of, they grandparents, and
Mm-hmm.
some people, kids, like I said, are looking at some of these video games
Yes.
and thinking that it's real.
And us being
Or
disabled.
getting mad at the parents because of taking their video games and things from them, and then they're hurting the parents.
And they want to joyride, and then that's the thing, you taking your friends and your cousins, and you putting everybody's life in danger, but they not seeing it because it's fun.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna get too hard on them because we all were teenagers.
Yeah.
And we all done things that we know we shouldn't have done at all. And I just thank God that I made it out of it.
Yes.
Because, baby,
Yes.
Yes.
if I told y'all my real life story, you'd be like,
Yes.
why she not dead in the gutter somewhere?
Baby.
Because, I made it through a lot of things. God has protected me.
Mm-hmm.
I've lived in 6 different states.
Mm-hmm.
And God has protected me. I stayed on the west side of Chicago, which is like, to me, I say living in St. Louis, so I didn't have no problem. But everybody's like, oh my gosh, Chicago? And I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah.
They one the same, seem like to me.
Yeah.
I mean, just tragic,
Yeah.
But I mean, this is our city, this is where we're from, but I just wish that, people can just, remember that you're not the only one out here on the road. Do what you do, but I mean, do it in front of your own house.
And not even cars, guns too.
That too.
They been taking guns or stealing guns and just want to kill somebody just to kill somebody, just to say they killed somebody. And that has just never been an interest of mine, to want to just put bodily harm or despise somebody's life.
Yeah.
Like, I never. And then, you know, I seen kids when I was a teenager be, oh, look, I got my daddy gun. I'm like, and I'm out.
Right.
I'm out. You have fun with that. You not finna be the one to kill me today.
Right.
Yeah.
So, right.
And then now, since you know they've made marijuana recreational marijuana legal
What'd you
here,
say? What'd you say?
recreational marijuana
You got medical
legal
and
here
recreational.
in the STL. Yes, I said it. Everywhere you go now, this is all you smell. It's the Kush, the Diesel, the Hydro, the
The
this,
Za.
the that. Y'all know these names. What's some of them? You know some. You know some.
You
I
know
ain't
I
trying
know
to
my
put you out. Put
strains.
it out there.
I said, who?
Okay. I know.
Not the owl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who?
Not-
Who?
Look, no,
Right.
not the owl tattooed on my arm, baby.
Okay.
Not the owl tattooed on my arm. Yeah, you know, I know my strands because I wasn't just finna be out here smoking anything. I had a cool daddy who used to smoke, and he, you know, kind of hipped me to the game and used to tell me it was different strands out in California. And I'm like, strands?
What is
I
that?
thought it was just
All the same.
some dro, you know,
right,
whatever
right.
name the rappers called it that month.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
But
yes.
I know my strands. I know the percentage. Like, I know too much. So, you know, when you
But
try.
out in public, why you got to give everybody a contact? That's all I'm saying.
I mean, because
Yeah.
it's legal.
I mean, but that don't make sense to me.
Because
Like,
it's-
where's the respect?
What is it? I have
Everybody
respect.
don't
Okay.
smoke. Everybody don't smoke. I'm not against nobody that smoke. You do what you do. I might take a puff here or there. You know, I got glaucoma. You know what I'm saying? But
I got
some
cold.
people don't smoke. So
I
our
have
parents,
a question.
grandparents, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to respect
getting
them.
gas.
Yeah.
You gotta get a contact while you pumping your gas. I mean,
Well, see, gas, I don't care about y'all. But, you know, if I'm going around, if I know I'm going around elders
Yeah,
or church
then,
people,
you know,
I'm
keep it
respectful.
respectful,
I don't,
keep it
yeah.
respectful.
I don't bring it around.
Everybody don't do that. I do Uber Eats or what's the other Grubhub, whatever. I ain't trying to, you know, promote nobody, but I'm just saying
These
when I
food
call
deliveries.
these delivery people to bring me a bite to eat, my bag's smelling like weed.
Yeah, that should give you the munchies.
Wait.
That should make your
I
food
mean,
taste better.
That's how I smell all on my food. I get a contact at the door like, okay, thank you. You know.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to be guilty of that. I drop people food off.
Oh my goodness.
Even under my name, so I can't get in trouble.
Imagine what your car is about. Ooh wee.
Baby, I had people sushi smelling like that. Ooh, shit.
Itchy, gitchy, yeah.
Yeah.
It be strong sometimes. It's all I'm
It
saying.
does. It depends on the strand. You know, it depends on, you know, just whatever you got. You know, people want to have the strongest of the strong or the strong. 'Cause
How
my
strong
strongest-
can it get, though, y'all?
Well,
Baby,
you know,
look,
you know,
crack.
Oh, no.
you know how strong it can get. It depends on what's wrong with your body. It depends on what.
Medically,
Yeah,
if you get it medically.
And I would hope, you know, most of the people that you contact will, you know, use it medically or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Well, now that it's legal recreationally, I think everybody and their mama and is you
I ain't
know
really in contact
puff
with this.
passing. I everywhere I turn.
Well, you know, you go outside more than me. So.
You know, all in the concert, you know, last night, went out, had a good time at the
Oh, yeah.
Royal Comedy
Yeah.
thing. Woo
I
woo, some
know it smell
more.
like a big old blunt.
Lavelle Crawford, Bruce, shout out. They did a great job, but all in the Chaffetz arena. Oh my goodness.
Was they smoking in there?
It just smelled like either they had it on their clothes,
clothes,
or it was in the air. And I believe somebody was like
Well-
in air, you know, because it was just so strong.
Me and Kim went to a comedy show last week, and the security guard, he's like, "Ooh, you smell good." I'm like, "Thank you." I'm gonna tell him what perfume it is. He's like, "No, I wish I could have partaked in what you smell like." I was like, Thank you."
Oh, busted.
I did smell good. I mean, I'm a person who doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
about, because I've been doing it for so long.
Mhm.
So you can't always just be secretive about it. You know what I'm saying? It's marijuana. It's
So by you having a
it grew
marijuana
from the
medical
the earth.
card, do you just only purchase medical marijuana, or how does that work?
Of course not. Of course not. Sometimes medical is not in my budget.
Oh, so
Maybe a dime bag is.
got you. Okay. So it's just whatever you feel like at that moment.
Or,
That day.
whatever I can afford
Whatever.
at that moment.
Got you.
You know.
Mhm.
But also March is my son's birthday.
Yay!
March 2nd,
Okay.
2009.
Ooh, was a very good time, huh?
Ooh, no child, that was a bad day. That was a bad day.
No, it wasn't.
That was a bad weekend.
That was a blessed day.
No, it was actually really bad because, you know, I talk in our other podcast about how, you know, my delivery, well, I haven't really talked about the whole delivery, but it was bad. That weekend, they was like, your blood pressure high, it won't go down. You got to stay. And I'm like, wait a minute, I got a baby shower I got happening on Sunday. And it's like, nope, you staying. And the whole time I kept telling the doctor, I said, I don't know why y'all doing all this. Y'all gonna give me a C-section. Because I'm like, everyone in my family has had a C-section. I don't really know too many people in our family that, did you have a natural birth?
One.
Yeah, like most of us have C-sections.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all finna take this baby, just take him. So they finally took him, but after after I had him, my blood pressure still wouldn't go down. So to the point where I was blacking out and going into a coma. So they had to put me in a coma to lower my blood pressure. So then that wasn't even the bad part.
Oh, wow.
I come home and I'm laying down and I kept coughing real bad. I couldn't lay down. So I was just coughing horribly bad. My ankles were swollen. And I just felt so bad because I got this brand new little baby and I'm at my mom's house with him and I'm just coughing and coughing and coughing on him. So my dad had a doctor's appointment because that was the weekend. By that Monday, my dad had the doctor's appointment. So my cousin took both of us to the hospital, and I ended up going into a coma again because I ended up having congestive heart failure.
Wow.
Where I had fluid building up on my lungs. So, you know, even I just had a brand new baby.
And all this stuff going on.
Yeah. So it wasn't the greatest birth story.
No, don't sound like it at all. Not at all.
So,
But thank God he is healthy and is thriving.
yeah.
Yes.
So what else going on for the month of March, ladies? Or what y'all want to talk about?
Well, for the month of March, let's talk about Mama Journal and why it hasn't came to me this week.
What?
I switched over my prescriptions from going in to mailing them, so it's gonna take me an extra week. That's my gripe for the week. I have to wait another.
So it's coming in the mail now,
Yes, it's coming in the mail.
rather than you going into the pharmacy.
Yes,
Okay,
and I should
gotcha.
have waited.
And what's your Majourno for the people that's out there?
Hi, Majourno.
Hi.
Majourno is a drug. They use it for some diabetics. What does it do? It levels out your insulin.
Lowers your
sugars.
It lowers your sugars. But people trying to lose weight,
Because it helps your metabolism.
it helps my metabolism. I end up taking a drug because of that, and which is it works very, very well.
How do you use it?
Well, no. They need to see that part on what?
My
The vlog.
podcast, on my vlogs. Check them out; they're coming soon.
They're coming out this March. All three of our weight loss journeys will be coming out this March. Speaking of, like my cup right now, for the month of March, I'm only drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not water, it has some lemon in it. So I made my little lemon concoction last night and just did half and half because I don't want it to be just all lemon because it's just too strong.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to drink water for the whole month of March.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because I've been doing a lot of sugar-free drinks. I don't drink regular sodas and juices. I do a lot of sugar-free sodas and juices. And like they say with the artificial sugars, the aspartame, and the sucralose is not always good for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then with me having radiculopathy right now, which is
Ridiculous.
ridiculous and painful, like it's chronic pain,
Radiculopathy.
and it's affect the nerves. So I just want to see if me just drinking water for the whole month will kind of stop some of the inflammation sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that the aspartame that I am consuming is not messing with my body. So we're a few days in, and I'm doing all right. I'm trying to do a gallon a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday I did probably almost a gallon. I
Yeah,
know.
we went to the local store and and I bought her some. What were they? Half a gallons?
Yeah, half a gallon bottles of
water.
water.
Half a gallon bottles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, half a gallon.
Alkaline
Yeah,
water.
alkaline water. They was heavy
Oh,
too.
so they have half-gallon bottles.
Yes.
Yes, half gallon bottles. So you gotta be strong to carry them, but
Yeah, they heavy.
that's something good to exercise with. You
Okay,
know?
just with the bottles.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to look into that because I have to kind of force myself to
Oh.
drink water.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I'll take
it's
you
at
to
your
the store.
local dollar-ish store.
Right, dollar-ish
store.
Okay.
Because ain't no stores $1 anymore.
No, it's a setup. It's a setup.
Setup.
Mm-hmm.
So Tiffany, you got something on your mind?
Yes, I do.
No.
Mm-hmm. I have a gripe. As I started off talking about how people are out here driving crazy, because this is something that has been going on here lately that I have noticed. Yes, we are, women with disabilities, but I mean, it's dangerous for anybody, to be in a vehicle, and people are out here driving in this manner. I have had two close people that I know, that's close to me that has, been tragically killed here recently. Two sisters was tragically, killed due to a fool out here still in the car and speeding off and pushed them into an intersection, and it instantly killed them. And this was in Thanksgiving. She was supposed to go home and start cooking. Had our food set up to start cooking for our family.
That's so
Well,
sad.
both of them, they were sisters. Then here recently, here on the local news, I don't know if you guys heard, but 8
Yeah, I just heard about
teenagers
it. Yeah.
were in a vehicle, and I know, them and my sons went to school with a couple of their siblings, and 4 of them of the 8 that was in the vehicle were tragically killed instantly
That's crazy.
due to a fool speeding
Mm-hmm.
and knocked them off one bridge off the highway onto another highway. Just knocked them off
That's one of
one
my biggest
highway
fears.
off the bridge, knocked them off the Forest Park Bridge. And I mean, it's sad because he took off and just left. I mean, scared or whatever it was, but he was in the wrong to begin with.
Our prayers out to those
Yes.
families and
Yeah.
everything.
Hearts and prayers, yes,
Yeah.
goes out to the families that was affected. We got 4 teenagers that are no longer here.
Yeah.
Due to these fools out here driving like this in the STL. We gotta stop. We gotta do better. It's okay. So what? They legalize recreational marijuana. I mean, smoke at home. I mean, stay home if you want to turn up or whatever. You do what you do. But when you're out here on these streets, you got to keep in mind that it's people, families, loved ones are out here just trying to live, survive.
Well, it's not even, just the people doing drugs. It's, like I said, younger people who don't know how to drive. So they just in the car thinking they know what they're doing, and they end up hitting somebody and killing somebody or injuring themselves or killing themselves because of it.
See,
So,
yeah. Just because you got a license don't mean you can drive
Oh, no, not
or
at all.
should be on the road.
Yeah. My son's 17 and he refuses to drive. It's
Yeah, we've been
period.
trying to teach him.
He's scary. Yeah, it gives him anxiety. So it's like,
Well, I wouldn't say scary. This might be just apprehensive, you know?
yeah,
'Cause-
getting out of here behind
But when we was younger, baby, we was ready.
Yes.
him.
Yes.
I got my permit at 15 and my license at 16.
I had a car.
The first day I got my license, the first thing my mama did was send me to go get her some bread. I said, wait a minute.
we were a different generation.
Okay.
You
Mama,
know?
what you mean go get you some bread? I just got my license.
Well,
It's still.
you practice. They practice.
Okay.
We were a different generation.
My mom was probably just happy she didn't have to go to the store
Okay.
anymore.
I was
Yes,
ready to
yes.
at 16 with a permit. You know, I mean, I thank God I never had an accident. You know, before I stopped driving due to my
Yeah, but-
vision.
But these kids are like, they're like, oh no, Mom, would you drive? No.
But just to go
take
back,
Uber.
just to go back on what Tiffany is saying, like, you know, I haven't been able to drive in almost 2.5 years. When I first lost my vision, I was still driving for a
Yeah.
while because I still had both eyes, but they were blurry. And then when I lost 100% vision in my left eye, I was still driving because I feel like if a pirate can drive a boat with one eye, if the captain of the sea can, then I can too. So I was doing fine, but then once I had the surgery on the right eye, then I just had to kind of leave it alone. I still tried to drive a little
Yeah,
bit.
she tried.
Yeah, I haven't done anything wrong when I tried. I mean, I
No.
drive at
You
nighttime.
ain't do nothing but scare the life out of me.
Yeah, all you do is scare you.
Well, I was like that too. I drove all the way up until I just said no more. I a couple times I took some chances that I should not have probably taken. You know, not. I didn't really like driving at night. I could drive in the day, but at night the glare from other cars and stuff would kind of bother me. But if I had to go someplace, I had to do what I had to do. I had to do what I had to do. But you know, like I said, thank goodness, thank God, I never had no accident or anything like that. But you know.
And I was the opposite. I can drive at night because the sun is too bright and I can't see the stoplights and the stop signs. And then, you know, with me being St. Louis, you know, born, I know how to get around St. Louis. I'm a GPS. If you call me and you lost,
Yes.
I can get you around St.
Yeah,
Louis.
yeah.
I can get you
like that
everywhere. To North County, West County, South County, the East Side. I can get you where you need to go
Well,
without a GPS.
I couldn't.
Yes, you
I
have
did what?
bad sense of direction. You still I still have to give her directions everywhere. Well, let me
I'm like
let me
that
just turn the
too.
GPS on, baby. What you need to turn the GPS on?
Where
I
we
got
at?
it.
Just tell me where we at. What
Right.
street y'all?
What
What
street
street
we
y'all?
on?
Okay,
Okay.
turn left here, and then go down to Natural Bridge.
Okay, it's gonna
And
be
then, you know.
little Mike gonna be on the corner dancing. And then you're gonna see 2 stop signs and then we there.
You're gonna pass 2 liquor stores and then
Yeah.
the Chinaman, and then you're gonna bust up, you know. No.
Yeah, but I miss driving because I like driving. I lived out of town. I come back and forth every other weekend, and you know, just being dependent on somebody else,
Yeah.
kind of just. Is she looking at me? It's just because I just like getting up and leaving when I want to leave. You know, if I don't want to go nowhere, I ain't got to go. You know, if I ain't on time, I'm just not on time.
Well, you know, I think
Like-
it's good to be on time.
She always want us to be there 15, 20 minutes early. So that's just one thing I miss being
Yeah.
visually impaired. Is driving there because that was just one of the things that was taken away from me that I know I just can't get back. I had to surrender my license.
Yes.
You know, so I know that's just one thing that I'll probably never be able to do again.
That didn't used to be though. We used to still have our license, but now they changed it. So where if you get, you know, blind pension or considered legally blind, you have to give up your license.
I never understood that. Why do you have to pay to give up your license to drive?
Yeah, we had to pay. No.
No.
I had to pay to transfer my license over to the state.
Okay.
And then to surrender it was free and they gave me the ID for free.
Okay.
So yeah, but it was just a lot of back and forth because I stayed in Chicago, so my license was originally an Illinois license, and I had to transfer it over to Missouri. So it was just a lot of back and forth when we did have to go and surrender it. But sometimes, you know, I just want to go and do a little hood hop by myself, scroll through the park, you know, see what's out there, see if something hot out there. Cause you know it's finna be a hot girl season in a moment.
Yes, yes.
Spring is here.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
So that means all the
coming.
cuddling comes to an end. It's time to be
hibernating.
free. It's time to be free and be a freaky free person.
Everybody's gonna start breaking up.
Okay.
Find a reason to break up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
you know, but still,
Where you think you going?
right. I almost hibernated, but my bird escaped. So
You what? Oh my goodness, no.
I will say it again. I almost hibernated, but my bird escaped. Okay.
Not the escape.
So he was out of here.
Okay.
But I'm fine with that. It was cool. You know, I'm not too I'm not too hard on myself about breakups because everybody ain't for everybody. Like, let's talk
Real talk.
about that. I'm in my dating phase, but right now I go to therapy. I'm very open about me going to therapy, and me and my therapist are just talking about other things I could be doing instead of worrying about dating, because dating is not going well at the moment. Because not even because I'm visually impaired, that's why dating is not going well. It's just dating not going well. Like
It happens.
people are not who they are, and then it's like when you keep hearing the certain type of man, you ready to hang up your phone real quick. I'm just looking for a nice little friend. Click, you gone. I'm not looking for a nice little friend. I'm looking for somebody to put on my emergency contact.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking for somebody, if you know, like when I had surgery and I need somebody to help me scrub a dub in the tub.
That's right.
I need that person.
Somebody who know how to lead.
Okay.
If you know how to lead, then I may follow.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
you know.
right. That's right.
You know, I'm a little bit more aggressive, so you know, leading and following is hard for me. But I do like a good helpmate. I would like somebody who likes to go 50-50. You know, I don't have. And this is what I'm learning about myself. I don't have a strong attraction for alpha males. Like I
don't either.
Yeah, I'm the man.
Oh, I don't either. I don't
Yeah.
either. Oh no, I
I'm
don't
the
mean
man
lead like that.
you
Oh
follow.
no. I am. That
Right.
is so not me either.
Especially with me, being with women for so long. It's like, what? You want me to go where and to do what? Get out my face.
And then being independent
Right.
all these years too. No,
Oh yeah, definitely.
No.
Yeah, you come in and you not putting no bleach in my when I'm washing my towels. That's a problem for me. That's a problem for me. You just washing towels with no bleach.
Right. And when I say lead, I mean lead like know how to take charge when it's time to.
When it's time.
If this bill needs to get paid or something to cut off, hey, you kick in like, baby, go, let me run this
got
water.
you.
I got this. I know how to do this. You just sit down. You know, okay, all right, I can do that.
Well,
Who
unfortunately,
know how?
it
Who
would be
know
very
how
nice.
to take charge?
unfortunately, the men that I've been finding, or they be finding me. Let me rephrase that, because I don't like it when people like, oh, well, you picked him. No, baby, he picked me, and I was tricked. So, so I was tricked. That's all I got to say.
Hoodwink.
But the men who find me have not been a caliber of men that I think I deserve. And I go back and forth with, well, do I deserve a good caliber of man because I'm visually impaired?
Yes.
But I'm still dope, so I still deserve,
For sure.
a man of a good standard,
Yes.
which I don't find too often, you know. And I can't even say it's me living in St. Louis, because I lived in Chicago, I lived in Tennessee, I lived in Atlanta, and you know, I still kind of got the same type of dude. And
Well, I'm learning that sometimes, you know, we got to change some things with ourselves, within ourselves. You know,
that's what I say. I'm going to therapy. Yeah.
You know,
You're
and then
going
we
to
might
therapy,
attract.
I'm looking for
different type.
therapy. So what is it?
I mean, you just gotta look, honey. When you really get to a point when you on your brink's end, when you feel like you can't talk to nobody else. Like I talk to y'all, I talk to my best friend, my producer out there, you know, I talked to my other best friends, my sisters, even was texting my pastor, and I just was not receiving what I needed, like the answer that I needed. So it got to the point where I was like, no, I have to find a therapist before I explode again, because I do have depression, and I do have, you know, mental issues. And you know, I can even be honest and say I've been in the psych ward twice, or behavioral health, because I was at my Brinks End. I snapped, and my biggest fear is snapping again, and not coming out of it this time.
Well, then you're doing the right thing.
Yeah,
You're on the right track. You're aware, you know, of what's going on with you.
Yeah,
And you're taking action. You know, doing something about it. So that's a good thing. You going in the right direction.
yeah,
You know, and I, you know, I'm gonna claim that everything gonna fall in line.
yeah. And I mean, and I, you know, I love Jesus. You love God. You don't love God. What's wrong with you?
Right.
I still love Him.
Yes.
And I still pray, you know, for guidance. And ooh, baby, He will open up some doors and bring out the lights
Yes, He
on
will.
some things for you.
Yes, He will.
But-
And remove some things that should not be there.
But like
well.
people always say, like, I can give you all the answers, but I can't find the answers for myself. And so sometimes that's when the therapists come in. When I can't find the answers for myself, then I need a little help, or just to purge out everything that's been going on. And I'm a Scorpio, so Scorpios are known to be zealous people. So it's like I go through something, okay, boo. Like her name is Keep It Moving, but I keep it pushing. You know, what's one of my songs? Keep it on pushing. I used to listen to that for motivation. After something happened, and I go through tragedy over tragedy over tragedy, and sometimes it's like, okay, 2 tears in the bucket and fuck it. I gotta keep on, you know, keep on keeping on.
Well, until the day that I actually break through the door and go see the therapist, I will just keep on getting advice from you.
Girl, I'm gonna stop. Kim is using therapy through me.
And it works. Because I see the symptoms I receive.
Oh my goodness.
And then, you know, I pour from them. And I'll be like, oh, that sounds, yes it is.
No.
So I guess I got that too.
Well, that's a good thing, though. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know.
Yeah, I try to tell
You
them.
pulling positive, you know,
No.
energy and you know,
Tiffany,
feedback.
no, let me tell you what just happened.
What is it?
So January, I got diagnosed with being bipolar 1, and I was breaking down everything the therapist had said. She started going talking about, well, maybe I got it too. I'm like, oh my God,
No, but
Kim.
you know
So
what?
she in the appointment too.
No,
Yeah.
but no, we're gonna be honest about it. I have been bipolar for a very long time. So that the things that they were saying and all that stuff.
To you,
Yeah,
she gonna take that and put
Yeah.
that
No.
in her pocketbook.
No,
her
I'm not
purse.
putting it in my pocketbook. I'm saying yes and yes.
She was looking in her pocketbook like, yeah, I got that too.
Yeah,
Me too.
basically. That sound more like it. Yeah, that's fine. Well, that's it. Yes. And I should have known.
Oh wow, that's deep.
I should have known.
Yeah.
Okay,
One day I
okay.
told her, she's like, so what the therapist say? You don't get to know.
Right,
go get your
that was
own.
your appointment.
You go get your own therapy.
Your insurance covered that.
Oh,
Right.
you get your own. Okay, you got Medicaid, Medicare just like me.
Well,
Get your own
I get it where I can.
They may tell you something a little different.
You never know.
But yeah, but going there, you know, that it's just helping me with the dating thing, because I was in a horrible marriage, and I just want to have that somebody. I don't ever have to get married again. But if he want to get married, and I know like he ain't playing, I used to tell people Jesus Christ himself gonna have to ride on one of them Budweiser Bush horses. Budweiser Bush horses, and be like, this is him, Crystal. And then I'm like, okay, Lord, you.
That extra confirmation.
Yes, I want to know that I know that I know. That's mine.
Somebody just ring doorbell. Doo, doo.
Mm-hmm. I want to know,
Here I
like,
go.
Okay, I'm here.
yeah, we don't have to have we can have a I love you ceremony. It don't have to be a real marriage. Like, I love you, you love me. We're going to I love you moon. You know,
I love you, Moon.
and just enjoy each other. Cause this world is, especially with going through COVID, and you have to. A lot of people was in relationships together and was stuck together, but a lot of people was alone. And you know, going through COVID alone.
But that don't necessarily mean nothing, because a lot of those people that work together, they was into it together.
Yeah.
And trying to get away from each other to be alone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, they wasn't necessarily happy.
They wasn't happy. It was a lot of breakups. A lot of breakups with COVID.
Yes, divorces.
Because people realize they need their own space. But see, I know that. That's why I have a manless man cave.
Manless man cave.
So, like the dream, what is the Field of Dreams? If you build it, they will come.
Oh.
So I build
Vision board.
Okay. So I got the sectional, the big screen TV downstairs, ready for the man.
Okay.
Because I don't want you interrupting me while I watch Lifetime, but I still want to know that you downstairs watching football.
Okay, that's
It makes sense to me.
All right.
So I have a manless man cave until I get the
You can
man.
achieve.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you build it, they will
You
come.
see the vision board.
Wow. Get my stuff together.
Okay.
Lord. The only thing is this different for me, because it's like I want it, but then I don't want it. I can have it, but then again, if I let it get too close to me, it's hot. I don't know. What you call me, Crystal?
Girl.
Betty.
Fickle.
Yeah.
No, it's basically fickle because she's a Sagittarius. And
Wait
what I say,
a minute.
what I say about Sagittarius, so they wishy-washy. So I call her Maytag.
Maytag. Oh my goodness.
I call her Maytag,
Call
baby.
you Maytag.
Oh wait.
Because she wishy-washy.
What that mean? What that
Well,
mean? I
I'm
jump
saying-
in, jump out, or I'm like, what is that?
Or you call it indecisive if you like.
If you like. I don't know what you would call that, because I'm kind of like that too. I like my own space. I like, my own little setup and my own me time. I want to cut the music up when I want to.
Got some me time.
But I want a partner as well
Yeah.
to share my space too.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes,
not all your space.
but not all my space.
some
I'm
of the
a
space.
little selfish too in that regard. But yet and still, I still wouldn't, want a partner to build and do some things together, grow and have some things together.
I like that thought of building.
So I mean,
and
what would you call that? I don't think that's being
Indecisive.
wishy-washy. I mean,
Well, no, you just want space. This Maytag over here is wishy-washy. Like, one day she like, I don't want nobody. I can be by myself forever. And then she like, I want somebody to hold me tight.
Oh boy.
And
I do.
then you
Everybody
find
just
somebody
want
to hold.
somebody.
No, she'll find somebody who want to hold her tight. She like, oh, he holding me too
Too
tight.
tight.
So
That is a little wishy-washy. I think
Yeah.
that is a little wishy-washy.
Whatever, I'm getting better.
All right,
I'm
man.
getting better with time.
I found a new name.
okay.
Oh, it's getting better.
Pimp
It's
with a
getting
lip.
better.
Ex-pimp with a lip.
Yeah,
Maytag. Maytag. Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's all right, baby. This is gonna be all right.
Yeah. But I mean, Kim, you've been divorced not that long.
No.
It's been over a year now.
No,
2 years?
it's going on a year that I've
Oh,
actually
okay.
got divorced. So
Yeah, so you got time to be wishy-washy.
Oh, yeah.
You was committed for a while, and now you're free.
Some therapy and some
Yeah.
stuff going
Yeah.
on for yourself. Build yourself up and to figure out. Then you decide what you want and don't want.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, ma'am.
Yeah,
ma'am.
Yeah, like this is, our podcast is something that you learn and grow from.
Yes.
And,
It's a big step
laugh,
for me,
learn.
especially laugh, learn, and you laugh. I'm
Listen,
learning.
laugh, learn.
I'm learning
grow.
every day. And it feels good to get up and motivate myself for doing other things and things like that. So yeah, it feels good.
Yeah, because I keep her busy.
Yes.
Busy.
And
Yes, she does.
the age that you are, the age that you are, the age that I am, we are at the age where we don't have time for the shenanigans.
No.
I got time for that.
We kind of
Okay, ain't nobody got time for that.
we want to get to it.
Yeah, okay.
We want to get to it.
No time wasting at all.
Yeah, we
No
already
time.
know we want some substance, the meat of a relationship. We already know pretty
Okay.
much the type of person we want. So
We like, what's your name?
yes, let's
What's
get
your
to it.
intentions?
What you hiding? What
And-
secrets?
Okay.
You know, how
Or
many,
you married? Do you, oh no, you single? Do your
how
wife
many
know you
ex-wives
single?
she got?
Yeah.
How many kids, grandkids? We need to run down.
Yeah, we don't have time.
And then we can get that on out the way.
Okay, then I'll figure out your favorite
Right.
color later.
Yes.
Right now,
Yeah, we can
I
do
need to
all
know
that.
what's your intentions, young
Right.
man, with
What do
me.
you want with me?
You know how the daddies used to be like, what's your intentions, young man, with my daughter? No, what's your intentions, young man, with
With
me?
me.
That's right. That's right.
What do you want?
Can I come to your house?
Okay.
Or is it just gonna be a dating thing, or just we just gotta
Netflix
come to
and
my
chill.
house?
Yeah, I don't know.
See, that let you know right then and there.
I stopped meet and greets at my house because for one, they was taking stuff. Like they get excited, like, ooh, she
That's
got the new
definitely a no.
Yeah,
No,
so
you done.
I had a guy recently, he's like, well, can I come over and watch TV in your living room? I said, I don't have no TV in my living room.
Now he got to come watch TV in your living room.
Okay, probably because his wife was at home watching their TV.
See, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. You know, let's get that all out the way in the beginning.
Okay.
Then we can move on. We ain't gotta waste no time.
Okay, it's just like I said, dating is trippy. I'm gonna be patient though. That's what I need, patience.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes.
Excuse me.
I said, yeah,
Was
look.
that for you or you
That
testifying
was
for
for
me?
both of us. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we just didn't focus on self. You know, building our inner selves up. You know what I'm saying? Motivating ourselves and each other. You know, and grow in that way first, and then start seeking relationship and things like that. It's actually a women's convention coming up. Where they're talking about doing different exercises, showing women how they can bloom and blossom.
Yeah, I saw that on the commercial.
Yes, and I would like to, go look. Well, you can watch it on social media.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's going on here soon, and I think that's something that we all can benefit
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, I'm all about, especially us reaching out to women and even ourselves and trying to uplift each other, especially on hard days because days get hard. So I do believe in uplifting women.
Yes.
Because unfortunately, right now it's a lot of men who are not, who have a problem with women, and they are downgrading the black woman right now. So we have to be strong for ourselves.
That's
And make sure that we make sure we put each other's crown on and tilt it back when we see it leaning. Okay.
That's right. And don't tear each other down.
Yeah. So I think we got to talk about some things
Yes.
today.
Get some stuff off our chest.
Oh yeah. And this won't be the first let's talk. We'll be talking some more.
For sure.
We be talking.
Okay, we be talking.
So
We got stuff to say.
as I always say, I think this was a good show, ladies.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I always think it's a good show. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Yes.
Cause everybody gonna know it's a good show.
It's a good show.
Good talk.
So, anybody have anything else to say before I close this out and give out the benediction?
Oh, benediction time. I just want to say y'all stay safe on these streets out here in the STL especially, and as well as everywhere else. Stay safe and be mindful, please.
And I would like to say to all of us peoples of the world.
What you gonna say to him, Shaq?
Oh, yeah.
I got messed
Was that aphasia?
That's aphasia.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to say that was aphasia.
That baby went somewhere else. She left us. What you would like to say to all the people in the world,
The
Kim?
peoples of the world.
I would like to say
Right.
to the people of the world that the same will
I
let
believe
you
the
see.
children of the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Show them all the beauty. Yes, they
Possess
possess
inside.
inside. All right.
Give them a sense.
Give them a sense.
Where your cup?
It's on the floor.
Okay, all
I
right.
got water in my cup.
Let the children laughter. Yeah.
Remind us how
That's what they used to say for second grade. I wasn't born yet.
All right. Let's stop it right there. All right.
I would like to end it with, I want to sit my cup down first. I would just like to end it with me saying, safe dating out here. Good luck to you. Be mindful of, who you date and how you meet them and where you at when you meet them. And, if you need a safety buddy and you need to send me their address or their license plate number,
Okay.
you can always hit us with the sis with this at gmail.com.
There you go.
I'll be your safety buddy for you.
Yes.
All right, so that's it for us. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And we'll see y'all next time because we going to do what, Kim?
We're learning with
SWD.
You're listening to
SWD. We're laughing with SWD. Sister with disabilities.
Unstoppable.
Sister with disabilities.
Unbreakable.
Sister with disabilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. You do balls.